Hey everybody. Oh, sorry, I was just trying to test out the pausing button. Hang on. Alright, so you're probably wondering, Ian, what is this? This is a story time video, and I'm gonna try to do some of these things here and there, and I kind of want to try to do something new. Like I know Dom Tracy tried this something new, tried this, and it's kind of about of a story of my childhood when I was about 11 years old. It was one of the greatest summers of my life, and it was right after one of the best years of the biggest and also the best year of elementary school, 2010 to 2011. It was my fifth grade year, and I guess because I had so much friends, I was more popular, and mostly the girls mostly liked me in fifth grade. That's when I started liking girls, and I had a lot of lady friends in fifth grade. I was lady popular in fifth grade. But anyway, let's get this thing going about my summer of 2011. One of the best summers ever. The last day of school ended really well. The best one of the day of my the first day of the summer vacation, which is the best summer of my life. One of the best summers of my life, 2011, was Thursday, May 26th, 2011. I know Kung Fu Panda 2 came out that day, and X-Men First Class had just came out that day. It came out the day before, and then I know Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, and the first Thor movie was already out in theaters. I don't remember what I did that day, like on the very Thursday, May 26th, 2011, but I know for a fact, I think I may have eaten out that weekend with my grandparents at Red Lobster or something like that, or Applebee's, because it was like the very first. It was Memorial Weekend, and it was the first weekend of summer for us. And and I know for a fact for a Memorial Day, we went to my dad's parents' house. His dad and his girlfriend, because apparently one of my grandparents, one of my grandmothers had passed away that year, sadly, Easter 2011. But some other lady moved in with my dad's dad. But anyway, I don't know if I want to get too much into the details. Sorry about that, Dad. If you're watching this, sorry about that. But anyway, my mom, my dad, my brother, we went and visited my dad and his girlfriend, and we had like a pool party, and I think we had Nebraska cousins come in, or maybe that was until June. I don't remember, but I know for a fact some Star Wars was on. We had Star Wars on the TV because it was I think whatever channel it was on, they were having a Star Wars Memorial Day marathon they were having a Star Wars Memorial Day marathon that day or something. But anyway, we had a nice, and I think Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, we changed it to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang because that was on TV. I remember watching that when I was a little kid. But, oh yeah, and just to let you guys know, I may get emotional during this video, so I just hope I don't get emotional. I think I can keep it together, because I don't like being sad. I hate being sad on camera. But, anyway, let's just let you all know that, anyway, here's how it goes. But I know we had a sad Easter, but anyway, I still had a blast that year. Me and my friends had a blast that year. But anyway, let's get on to the part. And I can tell you that a lot of girls signed my yearbook that year. Okay, I was getting smitten just now. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on. Every morning, I was so into Pokemon that year. Every morning I would wake up early to watch Pokemon. It was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and Diamond and Pearl was always my favorite. And you want to know my favorite Pokemon? It was Chimchar. Chimchar, the fire monkey Pokemon, was always my favorite. Anyway, I don't know, I can't really explain what I did in the first weeks of June or something, but I know for a fact me and my brother and my next door neighbor, when they were really little and I was big, we would always have fun together and get together and play outside. And then we had my mom's friend from high school's little daughter over. She's now really 12 years old now, but she's grown up now, but she was about my brother's age. We had her over. We had to babysit her because her mom went out of town or something, and we even took her to the sports zone with us. because it was my uncle's birthday. We celebrated my uncle's birthday early in June, and because his birthday's in June, and his friend Cindy was there, and no, I don't think so, but I don't think his friend Brian was there too. But we ate out at Cece's Pizza, I think, and then apparently I freaked out when Dad wanted me to get me on try to drive a go-kart. I cried. I was freaking out. I was like, I don't know how to drive. I don't know how. But I was 11 years old at the time, so I didn't understand. But I felt better when I didn't have to freaking drive a freaking go-kart. But anyway, I kind of feel regretful now. But I know how to drive go-karts now. Don't judge me. I know how to drive. I have my own driver's license. Don't worry. But don't make fun of me. But you can't because I have my comments disabled. So anyway, maybe I don't know why I got upset with Maddie sometimes here and there. Sometimes I feel like she had to sleep in my room with me. I had to get an air mattress with her. I even woke up to her crying. But she's now grown up now. She's 12 years old if she doesn't do that anymore. My brother's 13. My neighbor's 14. But anyway, I'm grown up now. I'm 20 years old now. I don't have to... I'm more mature now. I always wore a lot of character shirts. Sometimes I now wore character shirts. Like this summer I wore my red Pokemon shirt. I only wore 2 sleeveless shirts that my grandma got me in the summer of 2011. And I remember it felt weird in them for some reason. But anyway, let's get to the I even saw a girl that I liked in 5th grade, Kira. Or I can't really name names, but Kira is one. Maybe sometime I can talk about my 5th grade year. It was awesome. I had an awesome para. She was the best para ever. I treated her like a friend, and my 5th grade teacher was the best 5th grade teacher I could ever ask for. I may have had a crush on her, but she was awesome. Best 5th grade teacher ever. Her name was Mrs. Sonderegger. Yeah. And Mrs. Glendenning was the para. And that always worked with me, because I always needed a lot of help and stuff and all. But a lot of girls really helped me out. I guess I can... Well, I don't know if I should name names, but anyway, I remember in the spelling bee, in 5th grade spelling bee when I watched it, I got to sit with 2 female friends. That felt good. But anyway, let's get to, I saw Kira at Walmart over the summer of 2011, and let's keep going. We had 2 theaters here. I can't tell you where I live because I'm not allowed to. I have 2 theaters here. One theater, this other theater is a cheap theater. Like, there's one theater that goes to one theater that's really expensive. Movies go to this theater on their release date, and then after a while they will go to this theater for a while so if people can't afford to go to that theater, they can afford to go to this theater because you don't have to pay much. For some reason, me and my family just ate out at Red Lobster. I don't know why we did in the Father's Day weekend or something, or I don't remember, but we did with my grandparents, Red Lobster or Applebee's Father's Day weekend with my grandparents. But then apparently now Friday, June 10th, 2011, we went and saw Rango at a cheap theater. I loved it. Rango was I thought it was hilarious. It was great. Only my mom did not like it as much because there was a lot of weird scenes, but it was at a cheap theater. I didn't go to the expensive one, but at the expensive theaters, movies will go to that theater on their actual release date. But right after they're there a while, like 9 or 8 weeks, they go to the cheaper theater, so you don't have to pay much. But excuse me, anyway, the day after that, Saturday, June 11th, 2011, we went to Day Out with Thomas the Train Festival with my next door neighbor Jonathan, my brother, and Jonathan's parents, mine and our parents. We went out there and we saw a butterfly landed on my dad's shoulder, and we thought it was his mom because I know how she loved butterflies. But anyway, we had a blast there. I wore my red Pokemon shirt, and they wear Thomas stuff, but other people wear certain stuff. But we had McDonald's for lunch, I think, yeah. And I know for a fact I can tell you release dates of movies as I go. Friday, June 17th was my dad's birthday. I think Friday, June 17th, Mr. Popper's Penguins and Green Lantern came out that day. I did see Mr. Popper's Penguins in theaters that summer. It was pretty good. And then the week after that, we had family over for my dad and my aunt's and uncle's birthday. We had my Nebraska cousins over. Friday, June 24th, 2011, Cars 2 came out in theaters, and so did Bad Teacher. What else? Here's what happened. Apparently, we got McDonald's just for the fun of it, and I would freak out when we have tornado watches, because tornado watches are not fun for me. Like, I remember freaking out, like, the week before school let out, there was a tornado warning, and we were in it, and we were with my mom's friend from high school, and I was freaking out. Her little daughter was comforting me, but we were fine. It's just, anyway, let's just go on. We had a pool party at my dad and aunt's parents' house. It was fun, and we went and saw a movie the next day. We went and saw it at the cheap theater. We went and saw Rio, the first Rio movie at the cheap theater. It was crowded, and some of my cousins saw Soul Surfer, and two of my other cousins saw Rango. Anyway, eventually, sometime that week, we went out and had Cold Stone ice cream with my cousins. And then, sorry, I'm blinking so much. Then Friday, July 8th, Monday the 4th of July, we had a blast. Just had one of my aunts over. We saw a fireworks show, and it was awesome. And then Friday, July 8th, I had a haircut. I had to get one. And then Friday, July 8th, I ate out at McDonald's with my cousin. We went and saw a fiesta parade. We went to a parade that night, and then we had him over. We stayed up late playing video games. And then Saturday, July 9th, we went over to my dad's parents' house for another pool party. I had a stupid splinter, which sucked. I hated that. And eventually, earlier in June, like late June, I got to see one of my buddies from karate, and we hung out when we watched my brother at his basketball practice. But anyway, let's keep going. Anyway, I got a splinter. My dad got it out, but I'm glad. My foot fell asleep after that, but then I had delicious food. There was an Indiana Jones marathon going on whatever channel was going on. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was playing on TV. But anyway, this was Saturday, July 9th, 2011. Now, eventually, after that, we went to the big theater to get tickets for Cars 2, because then Sunday, July 10th, we saw Cars 2 with my brother, next door neighbor, and his parents, and my parents went and saw it. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. And I really liked the Toy Story short before the movie, Hawaiian Vacation. Sometime during the week, I had an aunt from Iowa that passed away, and we had to go up to Nebraska, Nebraska for some reason. She wanted it in Nebraska, so we had to go to Nebraska that week for a funeral. We only spent one night there, and then after the funeral we went up there, and that night they got me McDonald's for dinner. Anyway, I feel like I've been having McDonald's a lot for some reason for like meals or something, and I never even cared about the toy anymore. All I cared about is the food, because I had a big appetite, because I was going through a growth spurt, I think, where I would like to eat a lot. But anyway, Friday, July 15th, a movie called Winnie the Pooh and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out. They got their U.S. theatrical release dates. But that weekend we had a fiesta party to go to near my church. It was fun. The rides are fun. We went with my uncle. He's not really my uncle. He's just a friend to my parents. They were like buddies in college. And then my brother had like a Bible camp or something all week long, and I kept on watching Pokemon here and there, and I thought Pokemon was fantastic. I loved it. It was like and I got into Adventure Time and Regular Show and The Amazing World of Gumball. Me and my cousin would always repeat catchphrases from Regular Show. And anyway, I don't know why my next door neighbor always said, for like Amazing World of Gumball, I said, The Amazing World of Poopy. Anyway, let's keep going. Friday, July 22nd, we had like a little ice cream night for my brother and neighbor. My neighbor went to that Bible camp too. It was called Pandemania, where God is wild about you, and it was at a church, and we had ice cream that night. Oh yeah, and that night, Captain America: The First Avenger came out in theaters that day, Friday, July 22nd, 2011, and apparently, I don't know, I don't even remember. I don't know why I said this. There were some girls in tutus, and I thought those girls are beautiful. I don't know why I said that. But anyway, next week was our trip to Colorado to visit cousins and have a big reunion with Nebraska cousins and cousins in Colorado. Thursday, July 28th is when we left. We got to bed late at a hotel, and then we had McDonald's for breakfast the next day, and what else? We also had to. Oh yeah, and that day the Smurfs movie came out in theaters, and Cowboys and Aliens came out in theaters that day too. Friday, July 29th, 2011. We visited my aunt, who has actually passed away a while back. Who was passed. I kind of was afraid to hug her because I didn't want to hurt her because she was so old. And we were talking about what we were planning to do. Sorry, I don't know why I froze for a second. The mountains were so beautiful to look at, but we even went to Garden of the Gods later on. I got scared when we were at my aunt's house, because it was my dad's aunt, but because they were talking about the bears and mountain lions. I cried, freaking out, thinking dinosaurs could come back to life. I don't know what. I had these things that would run through my head and all, but I don't think that now because I'm not that afraid anymore, but I still suffer from bad anxiety, though, but still. Anyway, let's move on. I eventually worked through it, but we had Wendy's for lunch. We had to stop at Taco Bell for something. I can't even explain, my bathroom break probably. And then we went to my cousin's house, and we got to talk. We had dinner there. We got to chill in a hot tub, and apparently I had a cousin that kind of swore a little bit, but she's not like that anymore. She was an only child though. She's grown up now. She's a year older than me though, but the next morning, I mean, she was kind of sassy to me and some of my other cousins, and then my uncle would talk to her. And my uncle was a huge Marvel fan. Trust me, he is a big Marvel fan. We walked around the next day, Saturday, July 30th, 2011. We walked in the neighborhood, and then later that evening we hopped in the trampoline. I don't know why, but I always had a crush on my cousin Trevor's sister, Sydney, for some reason, when she was young. I don't know why, but still, we went to like downtown, and which was nice. It almost was like a festival almost. We ate at a restaurant, and we planned on seeing, Captain America: The First Avenger in theaters. And I kind of got fussy that night, but I eventually got over it. Me and my mom went to church. We found a Catholic church because I'm a Catholic. And then when we got there, they were out doing something like, my Uncle Jeff was like saying, we're ordering our cabins. I was freaking out when we were going up to the mountains because I was afraid of the animals, that's all. My cousin says, don't worry, we'll get through this. And then the next thing you know, Uncle Chris was going over safety rules and all when we were in our cabins. And I was scared because it was raining and lightning, and plus we were on mountains. I wasn't freaking out about the tornado stuff because it was July, and I always thought May and June were the tornado months. But I calmed down eventually, and I didn't go on any hikes yet. But then Monday, August 1st, 2011, we did some fun activities. We went to an arts and crafts place. We went to a sports zone area, and it was actually my first time driving a go-kart, and I conquered my fears, and I drove a go-kart. And my dad made an agreement with my uncle that they were going to take me to see my first PG-13 rated film in theaters, Captain America: The First Avenger. We had Cece's Pizza. We went and saw Captain America: The First Avenger. My cousin Jason, my dad, covered my eyes because I wasn't ready for such scary stuff yet. But I loved the movie. It was great. Other movies were playing in that theater. Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2 and Bad Teacher. And then there was another theater in Estes Park, Cowboys and Aliens was playing in that theater. But other than that, the summer of 2011 was great. Tuesday, August 2nd, 2011, I tried to enjoy the best I could, like, tried to make the most of it. Like, there was horseback riding, we got to see my uncle's old cabin, and then we had spaghetti for dinner, and I was kind of upset that we had to go home the next day, and my uncle told me to have a good school year. We got to explore town a little bit, just a little bit, and then the whole day, Wednesday, August 3rd, 2011, I was depressed because I cried. I was in tears when we were leaving because school was going to start soon, and I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I was going to go into my 6th grade year. But anyway, but still, we still had fun time. Like, I remember me and my brother watched movies on the way up. On the way up, we watched Toy Story 3 and the first Cars movie. And on the way back, we watched Ice Age: The Meltdown and Curious George. Anyway, I remember when we were going up to Colorado late that night when we were driving up to Colorado, I was crying because afraid we're not going to get any sleep. And I wasn't freaking out when we got back, but my brother was freaking out. But when we got back, we went to bed, and I woke up realizing later, when the sun woke me up, I realized I slept. I was asleep for hours. And because we got to bed so late, and my dad took the day off that night, Thursday, August 4th, 2011, and but still, it was fun to recover from my what was it called, from doing that, and from the trip and all. But it was nice, and then I eventually had to roll for school, and one of my counselors said, "Let's try to have fun. It's my last year too." Anyway, Wednesday, August 10th, The Help came out in theaters. And then eventually I saw Mr. Popper's Penguins in theaters sometime that week. And tried to enjoy my last week of summer as much as I could. But other than that, it was a great summer. I loved the summer. 2011 was actually a great summer. 2011 was a great year. 2011, I had a great summertime too, and other than that, it was awesome. But other than that, I miss it so much. And hey, I was able to keep myself together. Thank you guys for watching and listening to this story. Please like and subscribe for more of these videos, reaction videos, and like more if you want to see more story time. And I might even do a story time of my 5th grade year. And yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for watching. And the reason why I'm having flashbacks about this is because 2021 is coming up, and it'll be 10 years of 2011. But anyway, and I'll have a lot of flashbacks. I mean, it'll be 10 years. Like, this has been 10 years since this happened. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe for more of these videos and reaction videos and storytime videos as always. And peace out. Love you all. Oh, and family members, if you're watching this, you are the best. And friends that I've had in 5th grade, if you all are watching this, I miss you so much. You're the best. Anyway, peace out. Love you all. See ya.